people? Top of the top. Yes, sir. It is Monday, August 25th, and I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because with him all things is possible. Happy Monday to all my kings and queens, boys and girls, children of all ages. Everybody who is traveling this morning, going to school, going to work, any appointments you have, any vacations you might be going on or coming back from, or just simply taking a walk outside, please be safe and be aware of your surroundings at all times. I hope everybody's feeling blessed, thankful, and appreciated for seeing another day and knowing with Him all things is possible. Happy Monday once again to all my beautiful people on this glorious Monday. I'm just fresh off my morning walk with my wife. We haven't did it in a little while, but we got to it this morning, and I'm going to speak a little bit about not so much staying in shape, but you know, there's different ways of staying in shape. It's not always going to the gym. Walking is a great exercise, so I want to touch base on that, especially when you have a partner you can walk with. So let's get into that. All right. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, my great people. I'm at 642. Appreciate y'all for all the subscribers. If I can get to 650 or even get to 700, I would love y'all dearly. And if I don't, I still love y'all. So let's see what's up in here. Hold on. BC, I see you. Jeff Spark, my brothers. I'm gonna be reaching out to y'all too. Probably today, BC and Jeff Sparks will be on the lookout. I'm gonna be calling you guys to talk to you guys about something. I'm gonna try to see if I can three-way both of you guys. So, me and my wife, we get up this morning and we decided to take us a morning walk. Well, yesterday we decided that we got up. D Free, what's up? We decided to get up this morning and go ahead and get some exercise in. Um, Believe it or not, as some of you know, some of you don't. Exercise is very important, and like I said, exercise is not always getting in the gym. And sometimes for people who don't go to the gym or who don't want to, sometimes you have to bring the gym to you. Um, and I had to learn that because sometimes we don't have the money. We can't afford to be in no gyms, which is it's understandable that if you can't. So yeah, so we get out walking this morning, and we actually enjoyed it. And what makes the walk so great is taking it with people that, or taking it with somebody that because a lot of times we try to take these walks by ourselves, and they could be dangerous at times. It depends, especially for a woman. Um, but we take these walks, and and it's not just about the walking. It's also about you get to talk, you get to build. Um, Sometimes we live in a world where there's so much distractions that no matter how much times you be up on a person, you don't really get to chop it up with them like that. And when you do, it's always about a party or this and that. But when you're walking and talking, you don't even realize how far you're getting because you're so deep into the conversation that the person that you're with. But you could expect more. You could expect more chop ups and while we're walking. I was trying to go live for you guys this morning on the tube, but couldn't get it. So I just said, all right, forget it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, walking's great, man. Walking's great. It's always been something a part of my life, and I don't know. I never really depended on public transportation like that. Unless I was tired, cold, or not feeling good. I'm like, I can't make it. I don't feel good, or it's too cold, or I'm late for somewhere. But usually, um, most of the summertime in New York, I am a walker. And like I said, unless I'm trying to get somewhere and I'm on the timing, uh, I am a walker. That's pretty much what I do. I knew I was crazy the first time I ever walked to 42nd Street. I walked to Times Square from where I live. That's when I knew I was crazy. I knew I was crazy. Um, Walking through Central Park just to get to 42nd is a task. Yo, listen, you might not want to try that if your legs ain't built for it. Which I'm gonna end up probably taking that walk sometime before the weather gets crazy. It gets cold. I'm going to take that walk again. But um, you get a chance to clear your mind and clear your thoughts when you're walking because when it's just you, especially the early in the morning walks when nobody's really outside, when you're outside 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, those are the best walks to take. You can take them by yourself, but ladies, I encourage you not to take about it by yourself because you always got some idiot in the shadows lurking, um, waiting for you. So that probably wouldn't be a great idea. So you have a partner that you can travel with. It's just super amazing. And me, I always believe in okay, if you're not gonna do push-ups or sit-ups and you're not gonna do any of that, you're gonna have to do something to keep your legs steady because it feels good when you're young, but as you get older, your legs will start to give out on you. Stuff, slowly stuff starts to break down. Um, and I see guys out here 75, 80 years old, they in tip-top shape. It's because they're always finding something to do. Um, if they're not going to the gym, they're walking. A lot where I'm at, a lot of that's being seen. A lot of people are doing it. Old, young. Even when you have a dog, you take your dog walking. Sometimes your dog will take you walking if you're not careful. But it's a great exercise. I used to walk from 46th Street and Woodside, Queens to 59th Street Bridge. Oh, oh wow. Yeah, yeah, that's a little walk, Jeff Spark. Well, no, not really. Not really. I don't yes it is. Yes it is. I can't say not really. Yes it is. Yes it is. That is a walk. And he don't mean from 46th Street in Manhattan, because a lot of y'all will read that wrong and say, oh, 46th Street. No, there's a 46th Street in Manhattan, but there's also one in the Bronx. Excuse me. There's also one in Queens. That's why he put Woodside. So when he says 46th Street, he's not talking about Manhattan, because anybody could walk from 46th Street in Manhattan to 59th, Columbus Circle. No, it's not what he's talking about, y'all. For in y'all that don't know, yeah, that's a little stretch, BC. And I know where that bridge is at. So yeah, that's a journey. But I got one better for you. You go from 135th Street in Harlem to 42nd Street to maybe past 42nd Street. I've done from where I live to 34th Street to 14th Street, Union Square. Crazy, right? Crazy, right? To walk that far. Good morning, y'all. Everybody that's coming in, smash that like button. Peace and blessings to everybody coming in. Yeah, yeah, yo, BC, I would do it, BC. No cap. I'm not capping. There's times I've done it and went live and y'all see me walking, and then y'all go, Clarence, where the hell are you walking to? And yo, you've been walking around for hours. 9 times out of 10, bro, that's me walking around the city. Rather if I'm in the Bronx or Manhattan or Brooklyn, like I've walked, I've done it. And Manhattan's probably the number one borough where I walk it from First Ave to the last Ave. I remember one day I was on the phone with my wife and I walked from where we lived all the way to the Jacob Javits Center. And if y'all know where that's at, that's on the west side, by the West Side Highway and all that, man. I forgot where I was going, but I was on a mission. But I put them feet to work. Now I'm not telling people you gotta walk 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 miles. That's on you. You walk where you can walk, but I'm just speaking about me and what I do. Yeah, it's a walk. Ask me how I do it. 7 train, 46 train. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've seen that. I've been on the 7 train, and that's a dope. You know, that's an okay side of Queens too. I like that side of Queens. I like that side of Queens. Um, so yeah, walking is not bad, y'all. You know what I mean? You gotta, and that's how you get familiar with a lot of neighborhoods. Like you ever seen a neighborhood that you might have been curious about, and you was like, "Yeah, let me walk through here." Like when you want to know where the bodegas is at and where the stores is at, where certain places is at, you like, yo, you gotta walk. Miss Fields, what's going on? Hey, Miss Fields, Miss Fields, hey, Miss Fields, you my sis, but you funny, yo. Oh, Miss Fields, you funny. Jesus Christ. I can't even talk about yesterday. Jesus. All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna need some of y'all out here on these YouTube streets. Y'all gotta relax. Y'all gotta relax, man. But yeah, walking is not when you're in the neighborhood and you need to get familiar with something, with the restaurants, with the clubs, what you gonna do? You gotta walk. You gotta walk to get familiar with things. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way. You know, a lot of the time everything doesn't require you getting in the cab or driving. You gotta walk around. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we that's just something we got to do, and I think a lot of us can do it as much as we want, but we some of us are so lazy, or we complain about our legs and this and that, and I'm like, man, you got to put that to work because when you get older, at some point your legs are gonna slow down on you. I mean, it's gonna happen to all of us, but there is a such thing as you being 80 years old and being in tip top shape and being able to move around as if you were in your 30s and 40s. If you are taking care of yourself the way you supposed to, and we have to manage to do that if we're not going to do anything else. And I know it's just more than just walking, it's eating and drinking, and you got to watch all that. I mean, all that doesn't happen overnight. That takes a lot of time to stop eating a certain way, to stop drinking this, to stop doing that, because when you have habits, um, which I think I spoke about before, when you have habits, it's kind of hard to break those habits. It's very hard to break a habit that you have already. So if you have a habit of not walking and not doing anything and just sitting there saying I'm going to eat and drink and just sit on my couch all damn day, then you could expect to put on a couple pounds and then wonder why does everybody keep saying I look like I'm getting fat? Well, that's probably because your ass is not burning any calories. You're just sitting there blowing up like the Stay Pop Marshmallow Man. D Free, my good brother. What is going on, Mr. Free?
Ain't nothing. Dealing with these daggone dogs.
You see what Free do? He walks. Even if he don't do a dolo, he walks his dogs. That's the exercise for some of y'all that don't know. Because just to have to carry dogs, sometimes some of these dogs be out here walking y'all. Straight up, I see a lot of y'all that shouldn't even own dogs because they be damn near walking y'all. But that's an exercise when you walking your dog.
See, look at these two retarded ass dogs that I got.
Now, come on now, we're not finna sit there and insult them now. Come on now.
Look at them. Look at them. Trying to scratch and walk at the same time.
Oh, how has Jazzy been getting along with them?
They cool. They got an understanding who runs the cage and
Oh
who's the puppy.
man, we gang banging on cages now.
Yeah,
66 days.
Daddy pretty much runs the cage, but he runs the food. When it comes
Oh
to
man,
food, he bogarts the food over Jazzy.
that's
But
crazy.
Jazzy runs the cage.
BC says 66 days to break a habit. Um, I'm gonna tell
Uh,
you, I don't know, man. Habits are contagious.
come on, huh?
Habits are very contagious because we all got a habit of doing something that we can't seem to break away from. And if you get used to that habit, after a while you think nothing is wrong with it because you done went and did it for so long. Um, and habits is just something a part of life. But it's something that also too that's a lot of times depends on what we talking about. It is no good from us, so we have to break away from that habit. I got a lot of habits I got to break away from. I know smoking, being a chain smoker was a
Right,
habit for me. I
right.
had to break away from that. Oh man, I had to break away from being a chain smoker. That had to go. It wasn't doing nothing for me. When I couldn't find no change, I'd be in the house tearing some shit up trying to find me some change. You get 4 quarters and that's $1. I already know what I'm going to do now. I'm gonna go get two of them things. But walking y'all is not it's not so bad. And I ain't talking about no punk ass little walk. Sometimes you gotta get that walk in and like I said, you get to think about a lot of things as you're doing it. Yeah, these cigarettes are the worst. Yeah, well nowadays, yeah, cigarettes were bad when I was on it. Well, as I got older, they started to change. The taste of it started to change as I got older. Now today, I can't tell you what's going on because I ain't got no time for it. Mother and Marvel. Yeah, I know, man. Hey, listen, they out here they out here trying to cancel us. It's more than one way to try to cancel us out here. They try to cancel us in the food, um, the air. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you talking about something flying in the air, it's always something. It's airborne. Like, damn, like, really? Yeah, the food. They always trying to find ways to cancel us. Any
All right,
possible way.
time to make some moves.
Huh? Huh?
It's time to make some moves.
Yeah, so they find ways to do it.
All right,
They definitely
as you
find
get
ways
on the
to do it.
road, I gotta make sure I got all my equipment.
Who house you going bust now, man?
Nah, I ain't going to bust down nothing. I'm about to go crabbing.
Nah. Oh,
I got my fishing
damn.
rod.
That's a trip I should have been on. Now they talking about the alien invasion by
Uh,
November. Let me tell you something, BC. If it turns into Independence Day down here on Earth, we got a problem. We'll let D Free handle that if the aliens come. He'll know what to do. Josh Sanders, what's up?
oh,
'Cause
I forgot my chicken legs. I need my
they
chicken
have
legs.
something in our solar system around Saturday. You know what? I don't trust this world, BC. I really don't. You got to expect the unexpected here in this world. Just know that if you going and you stopping at the red light and you're in your car and you happen to look across to see ET, don't panic. Don't panic if you see ET phone home. Don't panic.
Yeah, don't panic. Don't panic.
Yeah, don't panic. We gotta feed them Cheetos and weed. Oh man, yeah. Don't panic when you see them. I know I ain't, but I'm gonna tell you like this though. You piss them off, they will turn off your lights.
Turn off E lights.
Yeah, I seen ET, aka you what? Yo, Josh said is like,
Turn off E lights. See,
yo, Josh
Clarence.
said the ass.
See, Clarence.
I guess I see you walking in Walmart.
I'm ready. Got my crab net, my chicken,
Yo,
fishing
Josh is.
rod, tackle box.
Hey, listen, D free. If you happen to be out there, right, and the spaceship happens to hit the water, don't panic.
If the who fish the water,
If a spaceship happens to hit the water while you fishing, don't panic.
I ain't worried about a spaceship hitting the daggone water. I ain't gonna panic. I'm gonna say, hey, let's go to the mothership.
You know what? You know what? Free. You know what? We can't trust you. You one of those that'll just let them just run rampant out here. You just let them run rampant.
Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with it. They ain't coming for me. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Nah, but how you just gonna let them land here and just run rampant? Like you law enforcement, bro.
Hey,
Do your job.
who am I to tell them they can't come here? We supposed to be the land of the free. I
Yeah,
can't
but
I can't tell them that they can't come. That's what the United States was built on.
you said the land of the free. The problem with that there is you are Mr. Free. And we need Mr. Free to make sure that we all can walk around free and not be intimidated by these creatures of the night.
Well, if you intimidated by some daggone people that don't look like you, then you intimidated by everybody in the world.
He said, "Shit, they look at me, and I'm giving them."
You'll be intimidated by everybody in the world.
Yo, Josh said this is stupid, B. I'm not doing this with him this morning, man. Josh is an ass, man. I'm not doing this with you this morning, Josh. Knock it off. Oh shit. Yo, listen, can y'all imagine that invasion coming from them? I'm gonna tell you. So this story is not made up, and I wish I could get my pops online so he could tell the story. It was back in like 93, 94. We was like in the Soundview, Castle Hill section of the Bronx, and there's water over that way. Right now, they got where there's a boat you could take from Bronx to, I believe, Manhattan. But anyway, he would park his bus there when he would be on break. And one day, free, we just happened to look up at the sky. You know how you see stuff? You recognize a plane when you see it. You recognize a helicopter. You recognize a blimp. But this that was up in the sky was no blimp. And we looked at it and we stared at it for a while. And it stood in midair in the middle of the sky. And this was nighttime. It didn't move. And the first thing my father said, that was a UFO. And I never knew what a UFO was. I was always just like spaceship. So he said UFO, and I'm like, what? I said, Dad, what's a UFO? He's like, spaceship. And you know, as a kid, you mesmerize. I'm like, oh, so that's what it looks like. Man, my father got on that bus and cranked that bus up so fast and said, I'm getting the hell out of here. Because he said, let me tell you something. You don't want to be here. And I had to be about 11. My mother had passed already. I had to be probably about 11. This is probably maybe a year after she passed. But I just thought that was crazy because it's like, UFO, a spaceship? What the hell is a spaceship doing here? Not me. I know they with a fucking lip spin.
They was about to take. They was about to take you to the mothership.
When my pops got on that bus and he cranked that bus up, he cranked that bus up so fast it was like y'all told me and my brother, y'all get on the bus now. And he was telling other people who were coming, like other buses, because they saw it. So everybody started coming out their house. And at that time, it wasn't no phone, so you could record, but you had like the camera, the big camera you had to hold up, and it stood there for a minute, and then out of nowhere, D free, I can't make this up. Out of nowhere, the spaceship just disappeared.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Yeah, it just disappeared out of nowhere. We like, where did the spaceship go? In midair, y'all. This is nighttime. The damn thing just disappeared. I'll never forget it. I was about 11 years old, and seeing that in the Bronx or New York, I don't know, it wasn't really normal to see that. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I remember going to school telling everybody, yo, I seen a UFO, and then people knew I wasn't lying because they was like, yo, man, I heard about that. And I remember the newspaper, what was it? The New York Post, the Daily News had a picture of it. And I'm like, that's crazy, man. Good morning to everybody, though. Top of the morning to everybody, man. Yeah, what did we to do if the UFOs and all that come by? What did we to do? 11. Okay, so your ass wasn't high. No, I was not high. Hell no, BC. No, no, sir. No, sir. I wasn't high. We were gonna be high if that shit would decide to lift us up. We'd have been high. Oh man, like yeah, man. So I was looking at a documentary of UFOs and all that, man, and I was like, yo, it'd be crazy with that shit though. It'd be crazy with UFOs, man. They better not come down here messing with us in November because I'm too grown for that shit now. I'm not with none of that. I ain't got time for the Independence Day. Y'all remember what happened in that? Y'all remember what happened? Y'all remember how that went? No, sir. I'm not with all that. I was listening to something last night, y'all. I was on somebody's channel and it kind of upset my stomach. I don't mean to switch the topic, but this is Chop Up, so we talk about different things. I saw something last night that kind of distracted me and disturbed me, and it kind of hurt me. I'm bringing it up now because it's important, but let's be mindful on how we talk to each other and how we treat each other. Because I always tell you, once you call somebody your brother or your sister, that's saying something. Now, I always stress to y'all, if it gets to any point where something needs to be said, something is bothering you, we are all to pick up the phone and call each other. Well, McLean, what happened that you're bringing this up, McLean? I just told you I saw something. I've been seeing something, but I saw something last night that disturbed me. And if anybody goes back to watch or watched it, they'll know what I'm talking about. I saw something last night that was disgusting. That it left me speechless. There should never be any time where if there's an issue and it's not addressed. Now, it's not my business, but it is something that needs to be addressed. It's not my business. All right, so if it's not your business, why are you talking about it, McLean? I'm going to tell you why I'm talking about it, because this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say that if we have an issue, please let's pick up the phone and let's call each other. One, right? Let's stop getting into these fucking arguments over a sport that don't care nothing about me or you. We get into these arguments about a sport that don't care about me or you. And it causes friendships, or what we thought was friendships. What I saw last night damn near made my stomach upset. And I'm sitting back and I'm like, is this really happening? And you know what surprised me more, D Free? Now you probably gonna say that shouldn't surprise you because that happened on a regular. Certain people who supposed to be cool with people participate in it.
What you saw last night? I ain't see it.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay. It was
And
on one of our shows. I mean, one of
no,
our channels that we go to.
no, but it's somebody that we look at and that we admire. But I'm
Oh,
sitting
okay.
here like, wait a minute. I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, hold on. Um, and I'm forget what was just going on with the participants. I'm reading the chat and I'm like, so y'all just gonna act like y'all ain't rocking with this person or that? Like, whoa, what are we doing? See,
Yeah,
people will switch up on you quick when they got favoritism.
yeah, yeah. They do
Eh,
that.
eh, They switch up quick, and and I'm sitting there like, old head, old head, Josh, not super old, but I'm like, hold on, and the shit is all off boxing, not off some me and you got an issue because you said something about my wife or my kids. Boxing. Y'all better stop letting boxing get the best of your lives. I don't care if somebody's telling a lie or telling the truth. It'll catch up to them. But we got to stop letting boxing destroy our friendships or friendships that we thought we had.
Yeah,
Because y'all are out
I
here
had
going crazy over a sport that don't give a fuck about you.
I had to drop off a channel yesterday, uh, behind boxing. I was like, nah, he getting a little too heated. He told me, so, oh no, I'm calm, I'm calm. I'm like, calm down, dog, calm. He's like, I'm calm. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop off because the way you talking, I know how I am. I'm not gonna allow you to continue talking the way you talking to me, and you telling me you calm, but it don't sound like you calm. So I was like, let me go ahead because I'm not. It's not that serious for me. So let me go ahead and just get off the daggone panel.
And you know what? You are one of the, I can't say only, well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it for what I've experienced, or probably one of the most patient besides you and Thomas, or probably in anybody else I could think of, that's probably one of the most patient dudes in these YouTube streets. So when you have to remove yourself from a channel, it was about to go there. You felt it was about to go there, and you said to yourself, before I go there, let me get up out of here because um, I'm not gonna let you talk to me any kind of way. So whoever this person was, they were getting you to that point. You was like, you know what? I'll respectfully,
Yeah,
I'll just exit out of here.
yeah. Cause I mean, me and the dude, we cool. We never had no beef or whatever. We've been on panels multiple times together, and it's always been cool. He didn't say anything crazy to me. It was just how he was responding. I'm like, hold up, dog, calm the fuck down. I'm like, he was like, I am calm. I'm like,
Because
all right,
people
okay.
let this sport take over their emotions. Even with somebody that you cool with or you thought you were cool with, it's something about this boxing where people feel like they owe some loyalty to the fighter.
All right.
Y'all are
I'm
out
like,
here crashing out. Y'all are out here crashing out about a bunch of fighters or coaches that don't give a shit about y'all. Because if they
yeah.
did, they would care about how y'all felt when they come to fighting certain people. So y'all out here crashing out over what?
The funny thing about it was we wasn't disagreeing. We was agreeing, but it was like he was questioning a situation, and I'm like, so are you mad that he did? No, no, I'm glad that he did it. I was like, so what the hell is the problem? He's like, nah, but see you, yeah, what? Why is he help? I'm like, no, I don't understand what you're talking about. You're not mad at the situation, but you questioning the situation. I I don't understand. I'm like, I don't understand. And and a lot of this stuff came from the whole Canelo and Boot situation.
Oh
People
yeah, a lot
talking
of
about,
people, a lot of
oh,
people are dragging that and making a
Jerron,
big deal out of it.
Jerron, they talking about Jerron Boots in as a sellout. I said, do y'all know what the hell a sellout is? Y'all just be saying shit just to be saying it. Dog, Jerome Boots is a fighter.
Yeah.
Canelo asked him to spar. He's paying him to spar. He accepted. Oh, here, sell out this. Dog, he is not part of Bud Crawford's team. If he was part of Bud Crawford's team, they was close friends. They chilled together and everything like that. And then he went to go help Canelo. Then you could say he sold out. But that's not the case here. This man is a
OGC,
fighter.
morning, bro.
He has no he has no ties to Bud Crawford outside of the fact they both fighters and they both black men. That's the only ties that he has to Bud Crawford.
And he has
That's
no
why
ties
he
to
sold
Canelo.
out.
It was, they act like he joined the Eddie
I'm like,
Reynoso team. They make it seem like
yeah, I'm like,
Eddie Reynoso is his coach. Like, no, man. If that man paid him to spar him, and Canelo got that kind of bread, all right, I'm a
no, the
look
thing is,
over me making the money. All right, BC, I'm
no,
see
this
you. I
this
love
is
you. I
what
love you, my dude. Enjoy your day at work, my guy.
this is what these fighters do. They got a matchup coming up. That the object of them sparring is to get somebody that can resemble what the opponent is about to do in the ring, or what they believe that the opponent is about to do in the ring. If
Yeah.
he's about to fight Bud Crawford, the one thing that just about everybody in the sport of boxing said about Jerome Boots is he resembles Bud Crawford. He do some of the same things Bud Crawford do. Well, if you about to fight Bud Crawford, why not get somebody that everybody said resembles Bud Crawford in the ring? That's
Um,
that's what everybody's trying to do. You want to get somebody that has the same attributes as what you're about to face. This is what they
um,
do.
but people once again just be running their lips and be running their mouth, and this is what I'm sick of. And like I said, that crap last yesterday was just. I'm like, what are we like? Why? What do y'all think? Y'all think y'all owe these fighters something? Y'all think y'all owe these coaches something? Like, what is the matter with y'all? Y'all be assuming stuff and don't know what you talk about. So now it's against the law to go make some money. It's against the law for another fighter that you don't like to say, "Hey, I'm paying you to come in and but because you're a black man and you're helping that man out, you're a sellout."
I'm like, no, I don't see Spanish people calling other Spanish people sellouts because they're going to help another race get ready for a Spanish fighter. I don't see white fighters
So
calling other white fighters sellouts because they about to help another race get ready for a white fighter.
so
We
I
we the
guess
only ones that calling our own sellout because he helping
well
somebody.
I guess Sugar Shane Mosley is a sellout for trying to help De La Hoya for the Floyd Mayweather fight. I guess that made him a sellout too, huh? Humphrey, I guess that made him a sellout.
Nah, nah, they didn't say that about Sugar Shane Mosley. They said that was a great move for Oscar De La Hoya. That's what they said. That was a great move for Oscar De La Hoya.
Like, what are we talking about?
And I gave that example too, but I didn't use De La Hoya. I said, so if Manny Pacquiao would have went and got Shane Mosley the spar with him to get ready for Floyd Mayweather, would y'all have said Shane Mosley sold out, or would y'all have said that was a great move for Manny Pacquiao? Yeah, I'd have been like, that was a great move for Manny Pacquiao. So what the
Yeah.
problem is? They're like, nah, I agree. I don't know what they're talking about. Uh, excuse me. I don't know who started this whole narrative, but it's bogus. I'm like,
It's
dog, are
disgusting.
y'all just trying to throw salt on the man's name, or what?
That's
What
all.
what is
That's
it?
all. That's all they
I,
doing, Free. But you got to understand the kind of people that we dealing with, man. These people don't know shit, and this is why I be like, man, I don't be having time for it, man. When I hear a lot of this stuff and people go, McLean, what do you think about it? Because I don't hear you really speak on it. For what? What am I speaking on? So I'm supposed to react off something because everybody else is, or because I'm a black man, I should feel some kind of way about it. Feel some kind of way about what? I don't. When it comes to sparring and boxing, I don't give a shit about color. I think everybody should help everybody out, no matter what color you are. If you're preparing for a certain style and you need somebody to bring somebody in that might mimic, what that other fighter does, who gives a damn about color? So
Right.
now he's a sellout. So now no black fighter can help out a Mexican fighter. You do that and you're a sellout. What are we doing?
No, I just I don't understand these boxing fans right now. I really don't. That's one of the reasons why I focus more on the NFL because I don't understand these boxing fans. It's like
Uh, that's
y'all
why I
niggas
do
can't
chop
never be
ups.
happy.
People are mad at Boots because Canelo is a cheat and Boots is helping him. I mean, we got that part, Jeff, but what can we do about that? Boxing allowed him to continue to be in the sport. You know what I'm
That
saying?
man, I
I
mean,
don't.
the fact that the man got caught cheating, that's one thing. And I understand that they raised the computer raw level, but that doesn't mean that he's continually cheating. You
No,
don't have evidence that he's continually cheating. Oh, well, they raised the computer raw level. Well, do you know what they raised the level to? Because if they could
yeah.
have raised it 1.0, I mean, 0.1. But
People
you
are
saying, oh,
looking.
they raised it. You don't know what they raising it to.
People,
And who's to say that nobody else is using it? If they
people,
raised it, who's to say nobody else is using computer raw?
people look for any reason to dislike Boots, just like they do Devin. It's just like they do anybody else who's doing what they supposed to do, and
Now,
it's a
I
it's a,
mean, like I
it's a
said,
shame.
he will forever be a cheater in my eyes because he got caught cheating. The same way you get caught cheating, you will forever be considered a cheater. But to say he is continually cheating, I can't say that because I have no evidence of that.
No,
I have no
and I
evidence of
can't, I
that.
can't, I can't assume that off that one time. So once a cheater is always a cheater. Well, not necessarily. I can't confirm that.
Right. I mean,
And
Roy Jones got popped dirty, but he never popped dirty after that time that he popped dirty.
yeah,
Holyfield popped dirty, but he
Shane
never
Mosley,
popped dirty again after that.
Shane Mosley. It was a
But
couple
Shane,
of people, it was a couple of people that had their moment where it was like, okay, I had a moment and it won't happen again. Versus somebody like Dillian White, every time you turned around, it was like, damn, dog, how many times you gonna keep
now,
cheating and how many times they gonna keep letting your ass come back? This is crazy.
yeah, now, he Dillian White. Now you can say he's a habitual cheater because he didn't been popped multiple times.
Multiple
You can say
times.
that for him.
Jesus
But
Christ.
everybody else, I mean, I can't say that for everybody else because they got popped one time and they never popped again.
Hey,
And
he
so
like that. Let
it
me tell
is
you
what
something.
it
Dillian
is.
White was like that white kid in what's the movie with what's the movie where the kid gets the golden ticket? But that's like him. He gets the golden ticket because every time this dude get to come back. Now, if y'all want to talk about somebody, that's a dude that he get more chances in boxing than anybody I know, and he's not even from this country. Shit is crazy. That's somebody
Right.
that you could be like, he constantly cheats. But I can't, no matter how I feel about Canelo, you know what I mean? I can't put my foot on his neck and be like he's always a cheater. Now, even though everybody else in that circle had popped up cheating, but we haven't heard nothing about him doing it again. So I can't. I think the problem is because we feel some kind of way towards a fighter, we look for reasons to keep coming at them, and I
Right.
can't be a part of that.
My
Unless you show me something that lets me know that you're fully dirty, and you're gonna, then I'll be like, yeah, I can't deal with you.
see
I can't deal with you.
my take on it is I th- for people to get mad at Jerome Boots Ennis for sparring with Canelo, that tells me that you are wishing, praying, and hoping that Canelo lose to Bud Crawford. That's what that tells me. Because you
Yeah.
don't want you don't want Canelo to to make this an interesting fight. Because that's all he's really doing is making it an interesting fight. That just because he's sparring with Jerome Boots Ennis doesn't mean that he's going to beat Bud. Doesn't mean that he's
Oh,
going to beat Bud.
If Canelo beats Bud, we're going to blame we're gonna blame Boots for this. because you helped him.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, dog, I like y'all. I'm actually, I'm actually happy, and I give props to Canelo for asking Jerome Business to spar with him, because that means he's taking the fight serious, and we're probably going to see one heck of a fight. We're probably going to see one heck of a fight. I'd rather see a very entertaining fight than to see a one-sided fight. I hate to see a one-sided fight
I
because
got you, Crush. Hold on.
it's a waste of time. That's a waste of time to see a one-sided fight.
Yeah,
When I saw Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd, that was a waste of time. We spent 5 years waiting for this fight to get that. When I saw Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence, it was a waste of time. We spent 5 years just to get that. No, if
yeah,
I'm gonna spend some time to see a fight, I want it to be interesting, regardless of who win, who lose. I want it to be interesting. I want it to be competitive and interesting. I don't want it to be one-sided. That's a waste of time. That's the same. I
yeah,
mean, that's how I am
yeah.
in
It's
all sports. Because a football game or a basketball game, if it's one-sided and a team is just blowing another team out, man, I'm turning the game off. I don't need to watch it no more. It's one-sided. This team is getting blown out.
yeah. Check your DM, Crush. The he said the boy in the
I just
movie
don't.
Willy Wonka who won the ticket. Yeah, yeah, that dude. Yeah, that dude. That's what Dillian White is. He's the black version because they always give him the golden ticket. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Can't make it
I
up.
just don't. I just don't. I don't
Yeah,
understand
you
what's
made
up
a
with
great
these
point
fans.
on
You say
those fights we got. We wait. I, these dudes ain't fans. Free. That's the problem. They're not fans. We can't even call them casuals. I think casuals is giving them too much respect. We can't even call them that. I don't know what you call them nowadays. We call them trolls.
they
I don't even know if I want to use that word. I don't know where these people
they
from
say they want
and
to.
what they be talking
They
about.
say they want to see
I'm drunk.
a 50-50 fight. They say they want to see a 50-50 fight. They like competitive fights, but then when a guy do what he needs to do to make it a 50-50 fight or make it a competitive fight, oh, the person that's having him, oh, he's a sellout. What? So you don't want him to find no help. You just wanted to be the help for the person that you like or the person that you're rooting for. You don't want to be help for the other guy.
Make it make sense.
So if daggone, let's say if Jaime McGill was helping out Bud Crawford for a Canelo fight, which I had said Jaime McGill sold out the Canelo, I mean sold out the fight. No, y'all wouldn't have said that.
Yeah. Once again, man, these dudes. Once again, man, these dudes don't know anything, man. That's why I be like, I don't have time for them.
I gotta figure out what this is.
Crush, what's going on, my guy?
Hey, salute to my brothers, man. How y'all doing on this Monday morning, man? We
Oh
back at
man,
the top of the work week. And you know, the Moist Meter adventure is just still ongoing. Like that movie, The Never Ending Story. The Never Ending Story. Ladies and gentlemen, salute to everybody in here, man. That's what it is, bro. I'm getting sick of all this nonsense, C-Man Ruffin. I'm
yeah.
getting sick of it. I'm sick of all these old dudes. I'm really tired of them. I'm tired of these old dudes. They old news to me. No matter if you like it or not, you don't have to agree with me. Just don't lose no sleep over what I say. But I know it bothers a lot of people, so they be losing sleep. That's a dumb problem. I'm gonna get my rest. But anyways, man, listen, I'm done with these guys, man. They're done. They're done. They whatever the rest of their career is going to be is going to be. All right, and this include all of them. Tank, Deb, they old now. Not old in age, but they old news. And look what your brother's been building on. All these years went by, and then we get fights, and they was ass when we finally got them. When we finally got them, it was big disappointments. Floyd and Manny was supposed to be a showdown, fisticuffs, blood sport, all that. It was ass. It was ass. We talking about Floyd Mayweather. And he had a performance that was ass. Manny Pacquiao, that performance was ass. One of the biggest letdowns out of one of the biggest fights, no matter pay-per-view, with one of the biggest fights, one of the biggest matches in boxing history. It was a total shit show, side bob, disappointment. And you're going to get a lot of that in today's boxing with these moist meter boxers. And I'm just tired of everybody not really keeping it real. Because everybody that's talking about this sport, it's not being 100%. And I'm getting sick of it.
No.
They acting like they being genuine and all that. They're not. They're not. In my assessment, I give a fair assessment all the way around the board. Nobody's excluded. None of that. They all get it. Because you're not going to keep on just trying to, program in my brain that the reason why certain fights are not happening is because it's always one person's fault. And I keep on telling y'all, agree or disagree, they don't know how to hustle. You ain't supposed to turn down no opportunity. None. You're not supposed to turn down no opportunity. No one on this panel or the chat get to, determine somebody's opportunity. That's the damn problem. That's why they're so damn moist. I just want to slap everybody, slap them back to reality. Y'all getting moist metered, y'all ball, y'all draws all up in between your ass crack over some shit you have no control of. I don't even think these people control their own lives or their own children the way they're worrying about somebody's career and what they supposed to do with it. And like I said, they all ducks. Everybody that's making a money move or made a money decision, rather for more money or wasn't enough money, is a duck move. And guess what? Your favorite fighter falls in the category of that. Yeah. All these dudes we keep talking about, I'm tired of them. We got to start talking about the future, these next guys, because they not crying and worrying about all this nonsense, all these stipulations. Every last one of them are guilty. Stop trying to exclude somebody. Bud, goddamn Canelo, goddamn Tank, Devin, Shakur, Tio, the list goes on. They all are included. Stop trying to act like that your favorite fighter ain't part of this big ass duck diggy tail that's going on. Because most likely, if you running your mouth about fighters or fighter being ducktails, you better slow down, cowboy. Put your gun back in your holster before you shoot yourself in the mouth and foot, because your favorite fighter is making the same damn move. So when it comes to money, which that's what this sport is about, it's a duck move when you want to make money. It's either ain't enough money or I need more money. It's a duck move. Oh no, but it's a duck move, and you got a matchup between two ducks. Quack, quack. That shit gonna be fire, and I'm gonna watch it because it's a real boxing match. I'm not talking about exhibitions because I don't give a damn about exhibitions. I don't care who it is. I don't care about exhibitions. I watch real boxing. I don't watch exhibitions. I like to do content on real boxing, not talking for a damn month about a damn exhibition that everybody's all soft about, and they shouldn't even be coming down on the man because his decision is his decision. Then you turn around, then this clown behind dude, his counterpart, acting like his stardom rose and talking about, oh, I want to do a joint with Floyd Mayweather. Man, you gonna sit down, this boy ain't no star, it ain't gonna be no damn star. But all y'all crying about that? Where's the energy for that? Monkey see, monkey do. Found that monkey is gonna make a fool out of you. Nobody's talking about that. He's wrong for that, but Lamont Roach isn't. This is what I'm talking about, clans. When it comes to boxing, these dudes don't be all the way trill or real like they say they do.
Nah. And this is the reason why I've been going so hard with the morning chop ups, and I've been speaking about boxing when I feel like it, because I'm not going to allow the behavior of these fighters, because I don't expect them to do anything, to be honest with you. They going to do what they do, and they going to make the best decision that they feel like is for their career and their family. So they don't too much bother me, because I'll get to decide what I want to watch and what I don't. But when I look at these so-called people on here that act like they know what they're talking about, I can, I say to myself sometimes I just want to quit this shit and walk away from it and don't participate in it anymore. And then I say to myself, I'm not going to allow the behavior of them to make me say, I don't want to be a content creator anymore. I just want to step away because, we've had a lot of people in the past that have stepped away from it because they couldn't take it anymore. And I said, well, you're not going to run me out. You're not going to run me out because you know why? I don't have to listen to you. I don't have to come to your channel. I don't have to participate in your conversations. And I move the way I want to move. And I was just saying before you came up here that, I saw something last night on one of the channels that we both go to. And I go, we got to stop letting boxing make us get in our feelings because there's no street shit. There's no street shit going on. There's no you violated my family or anything. It's over boxing. And I don't understand that. And what I saw last night was a complete smack in the face, a disrespect. It was just mind blowing. Right. And if you remember, Crush, I went last year and I said this. I said in 2025, and I believe I said it earlier this year. I said in 2025, there's going to be a lot of people that you thought you were cool with that you're not going to no longer be cool with. And 9 times out of 10, boxing is going to come in between that. Because everybody want to try to outsmart everybody. Everybody thinks they know this. I got proof on this. I got proof on that. I know this. I know that. I called him. Regardless, how is it that as men, because that's what we call ourselves and that's what we're supposed to be, or letting the sport of boxing make us act like that? Because if I call you and D Free and everybody else my brothers, then if I give that title, I'm not saying that because it sounds good. So we all should be able to agree and disagree on something, right? When it goes, it's only 2 ways a conversation gonna go. You're gonna agree or disagree, and cool. If it has to go anywhere past that, we got a problem.
Right.
There's a lot of shit that's going to happen in boxing for the next year or 2, maybe 5 years, that's going to upset probably a lot of us. And a lot of this shit, Crush, I tend to ignore. This fight that's supposed to be happening that everybody's talking about for November 14th, 15th, I'm not fucking talking about that. It's a shit show. And I'm not going to sit up here and waste my time on my goddamn show. I don't care how small my platform is. I don't care how much y'all say. It's a part of boxing, McLean. You don't get to decide what's a part of boxing. And you don't get to decide what somebody should be talking about on their show. And one thing about me, I'm going to bring the real over here. I'm not bringing no shit show conversations over here. But a lot of you dudes are holding on to this moist meter so tight that you don't even know it.
Exactly, bro.
Y'all holding on to it so tight. I'm surprised y'all don't go to bed with the moist meter. What I saw last night was a complete disrespect, and the sad thing about it, some of y'all participated in it.
I think I know what joint you talking about, bro.
Some of y'all participated in it, and that's crazy, because I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Some of y'all fuck with dude, though.
I seen you. I was there. I know you see me in the chat.
Yeah. And I'm saying, Crush, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not saying nothing because if you seen for a while, I didn't make any comments. I stopped. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. What are we doing? All this over boxing, nothing else. No personal, no street beef, no none of that. It's sickening. What keeps me going on this YouTube, besides me trying to make No Duck Zone greater today than what it was yesterday, is that I realized I don't have to participate in the whole shit.
Exactly. Say
I don't
that.
have to, and you can't make me. Your channel, McLean, will be better today than it was yesterday if you start participating in the bozo shit. No, it won't.
Exactly.
No, it won't. Oh, don't you want to be monetized? Man, I don't give a fuck about being monetized. I'm going to be honest with you. If it takes me 3 more years, fine. In case y'all don't know, I'm not going to be a content creator for the rest of my life, y'all. I do have some plans to walk away from this at some point. So I don't care about that shit. Y'all are selling your souls out here. Y'all don't even know it. Over a sport that don't give a fuck about you. I just want to see the best fights. Some of these fighters that y'all love so much don't give a shit about a best fight. They give a damn about the best bag. Y'all gonna constantly be out here yelling and screaming, turning on people that you supposed to be cool with, crashing out over what? And then when a fighter make a decision, now you feel all stupid. I can't believe it. I'm out here crashing out over him, and this is who he's fighting?
Right.
Because you idiots put your all. I don't put my all into this. I put my all more into amateur boxing, into these up and coming fighters.
Yes, you do. One of the very few on these YT streets.
Like?
Don't mind me.
So what's
you don't allow me.
Yeah. So when I'm when I'm screaming,
you don't mind me giving you.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Crush. Go ahead. Do your thing, baby.
See, man, is one of the very few, because it's not a lot of channels and so many boxing channels. You're not going to see many talking about the future in the amateur boxing. This man is one of the very freaking few on all thousands of channels, hundreds of channels that cover the sport of boxing, that covers it, talking about the amateurs, the future. You know what I mean? The near future and the future that's after that. And I love it because, like I said, these guys are old topics. They may not be old in age, but they old topics. They ain't gave me nothing that I really wanted. But and I'm going to sit and say, oh, they never fought any damn body. That's why I keep correcting y'all, because y'all never satisfied.
No.
And like I said, y'all so-called whack ass makeshift make believe 4 kings, them dudes ain't rumble each other. But you putting the blame on one person. Goddamn, they all in the damn way. And I'm gonna tell you who's the biggest 2 in a way dudes out of all them 4 kings. That goddamn T on that goddamn Devin Haney. But he fights everybody. No, he don't fight everybody. He did not fight every damn body. And he did not fight a lot of the best. He did not. He don't got a resume. He don't even got a handful of elite fighters. Matter of fact, none of them do, because they none of them elite. How about that? Your favorite fighter ain't elite? Yeah, I just said it. What the hell you gonna do about it? Nothing. Because I don't even think my favorite fighter is elite. The hell y'all talking about? Ain't no. Tell me who is a damn elite fighter right now, since everybody knows so damn much. Who is elite? And don't be saying it because it's your favorite fighter. Who's damn elite? What makes a fighter goddamn elite? Don't bring me no shit about no damn money. I don't want to hear that. I said who's elite, not who's a selling product. So you can't add on pay-per-view and because he sell to elite. They ain't got nothing to do. That's elite salesman. We talk about elite boxer, not elite salesman or elite entrepreneur. Do y'all know the difference? No, y'all don't. That's why I'm giving it to you. ABC 1, 2, 3 this morning. No duck zone. Get your asses in here and get this smoke.
That's why a lot of my favorite fighters are retired already.
Yeah, most of my favorite fighters are retired.
They're retired. They're either retired or they're deceased. And that's no disrespect to any. That's no disrespect to any of the fighters today. That's why when people, who's your favorite? I don't have one. Everybody has a favorite fighter. Yeah, well, the difference between me and those people you talking about is that a lot of my favorite fighters are not here. So you don't like anybody today. You didn't ask me who I like. You asked me who's my favorite. Like and favorite is 2 different things, you dummies.
Oh, ABC 1, 2, 3.
Like and favorite is two different things. In the words of Champside, you super dummies. There's a difference. If you ask me who I like, all right. If you ask me who I like today, I'm gonna tell you who I like today. I like Abdullah Mason. I like Shoo Shoo. There's a few guys I like. Now, when you ask me favorite, you stepping into a whole different category. Because now, either my favorite fighter is either here or he's not. But I could run down a whole shit list of people that I could say is my favorite. Arturo Gotti was one of my favorites. God rest his soul.
Man,
I can go down a whole list of fighters from Roy Jones to Trinidad to Sugar Shane to George Foreman. I can go down a whole list of people. So there's a difference when you're asking somebody who is it that you like and who's your favorite. Some of y'all ain't stayed in school long enough to pay attention. Yeah, I might have dropped out at 18, but I stayed in school long enough to know the difference. Dummies. Dummies. And this is why, as content creators, we have a responsibility to stop participating in the fuck shit. And at the same time, asking people to subscribe to our channels. We have a responsibility to show people and to tell people what's going on in the sport. But some of y'all only care about viewers and subscribers. And you allow other people who don't know nothing about the sport to come on and dictate, and you let them. You let them. What I saw last night was a complete shit show.
Yeah.
And it made me look at some of y'all and go, yeah, I gotta watch you.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, I've seen stuff happen, but that was an eye opener for me.
That was crazy, see, man.
I said, oh yeah, I'm really gonna watch some of y'all. But if you remember, I said last year, in the beginning of this year, there's gonna be a lot of shit that's gonna go on. A lot of friendships are gonna be destroyed this year.
Yep.
A lot of brotherhoods are gonna be destroyed this year. I warned everybody. I told y'all 2 years ago, I said the jig is gonna be up for some of y'all. The jig is up. Some of y'all have went too long shaking and faking. Y'all went too long using this boxing to make yourself popular.
Right.
Because that's all some of y'all are doing, is using the sport of boxing to make it look like you know something. And you don't know shit. I'm not afraid to ever say, Crush, there's certain shit I didn't know. There's certain shit I didn't read up on. It's a certain fighter I didn't know about. Fine. I'd rather sit here and tell you the truth than for me to act like I know, where you get on me and go, well, you act like you knew.
Right.
Jay Gibson, what's up? There's certain conversations you won't see me participate in because you know why, Crush? I'm sitting back learning something. Okay,
Yep.
damn, I learned something. I didn't know that. Versus me saying, send me the link, Crush. Let me get up here and act like I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm sick of y'all. And I'm not going to allow you guys, I'm not going to allow boxing to run me out. No, Doug Zone ain't going nowhere. You know why? Because I ain't based on just boxing.
Exactly.
That's the reason why I'm not going nowhere. Some of y'all are just based on boxing. If they took boxing away from y'all now, I'm letting you right now. Y'all are on a suicide watch right now. Y'all are on a suicide. You're going in the house, you're tearing the posters down, you're kicking the dog, you're on your Kovalek shit. You're gonna smack your wife because you wanted decent dinner and she ordered pizza. Oh, you're gonna go bonkers. You're going to go bonkers. Hey, Daddy, I got a good report card. Fuck your report card.
Right.
Y'all are going to go bonkers. And y'all think I'm saying this to be funny, and I'm not. Y'all letting boxing get the best of y'all. You tripping. Not me. Not me, because I'm too busy with the future. I'm too busy in the gym with these young lions that they gonna be the next up. You think I got time to be sitting here getting horny over another man?
Horny.
What the fuck is the matter with y'all? Yo, McClain, I think you be doing too much, but I don't think y'all do enough. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think y'all do enough. You're too busy into your damn feelings.
Yep.
So when you don't see me participate in certain conversations, it's for a reason and not the season.
Ha.
It's a reason. How do you feel about November? I don't feel nothing. It ain't nothing to feel about. Don't come up here asking me about some Big Show versus fucking Mayweather WrestleMania shit. We do real boxing over here. And if a man's not handling his business and he's holding up not only the division but the sport, he don't get no play over here.
Bingo.
But McLean, I ain't everybody. My name ain't everybody. My name is Clarence, and the name of my show is No Duck Zone. Last time I checked, my birth certificate didn't say my name was everybody.
Right.
I don't care what everybody's doing. I don't care what the other 150 channels are talking about. They talking not because they know what they talking about. They're looking for views.
Yeah.
While you looking for views, I'm looking for the truth. Popularity versus the truth, and y'all only care about what's popular. Y'all don't care about the truth. And then got nerve to wonder why in the morning I do morning chop ups to talk about something outside of boxing that can make somebody feel better about their day. And this is why the morning chop ups are always going to last. Because some people need to hear something that's going to make them feel better about their day, about their afternoon, about the moment, about life.
Yep.
Y'all so busy telling people to subscribe to your channel, but you forgot to tell them what the hell they subscribing to. Oh yeah, let me remind you right now, there's a couple moist meter people in my chat, so just pay no attention to them.
Yep.
You know, people be in their feelings, but y'all tell everybody you're so thirsty to tell them to subscribe, but you ain't telling them what to subscribe to.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of grown-ass men sitting around holding their jock, arguing about a sport that don't give a shit about them. Oh, McLean, man, you might be going a little too far. You know what? I'm gonna go as far. I told you I walk from 135th Street to 42nd Street. I'm gonna go as far as I can.
Right.
I might walk your ass to the West Side Highway and jump in the water. Because some of you need to go into deep waters.
Yeah. How about that?
Some of you need to be baptized in reality. Yep. Okay, let me say that again because that probably went over some of y'all heads. Some of you need to be baptized in reality. You need to. Because some of y'all, I don't understand why you here. I'm here because I'm a boxing fan. No, you're not. No, you're not. Not with some of the shit y'all say. Just because you watch boxing every day and talk about it don't mean you know it. That don't mean you know it. Right. I know cats that sell drugs every day. They don't have a clue what they doing. They just hoping to make $1.
Say that again.
They don't know what they doing. You got people every day that take jobs in this world. They don't know what the fuck they doing, but because the money's right, they doing it.
Yep.
You kidding me? Know what the problem is, Crush?
What's that, bro?
A lot of these people walked in on these YouTube streets lying on their resume.
Hey, say that again.
Y'all, the same way some of y'all got a job and people ask you, well, how the hell did you get that job and you ain't got no experience? Because I lied on my resume. A lot of y'all are lying on your resume and you're continuing to lie on your resume. And the people who don't know no better, they actually supporting y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got to lie on my resume. I'll tell you what it is on my shit. Yeah, I got experience in this and I don't have experience in that. This is what I do. This is what I'm not going to do. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm not going to say. I'm going to talk about this fight, and I'm not going to talk about that. Well, why would you not talk about it, McClain? Everybody else is. I keep telling you, you dummies, I'm not everybody else. When you talk to No Duck Zone, you're talking to No Duck Zone. You're talking to me. I don't give a shit about what the 99 other channels in the world is talking about. You talking to me. And when you talk to me, you better come correct. Come correct. Because one thing we do over here, we're going to do what the rest of y'all are not doing. We're going to keep it official tissue over here. This ain't the place for you to come and go, they being messy over here. This is why I love No Duck Zone, because they are messy over here. I love going to messy channels and being part of mess. I love going to a channel where they talk about other content creators or certain people. I love being over here. No, absolutely not. Y'all are letting this boxing be the death of y'all. So now, Crush, you knows when it step outside of boxing, and like I always say, when it start with the insults, sometimes we say stuff that apology can't fix.
Facts.
What I saw last night was a complete shit show. And I've seen stuff like that in the past, but it was just like, wait a minute. Why does it have to come to this? Hell, wait a minute, man. I think me and you got off at the wrong foot. Even though we're trying to figure out what's going on. And like I said, it's nothing going on with you and that person personally in their life. Boxing plays a role. I didn't violate you. I didn't step on your toes. I didn't smack your mother. I didn't talk about your dead relatives. I didn't do anything. Boxing. So while these people you talking about are at home doing what they do, we over here crashing out. Crush, how can we get fighters and coaches or anybody else that's involved in the sport of boxing to come up and participate in what we do if we keep crashing out like this? My brother Crush should be back. Good morning, y'all. Smash that like button, man. Welcome to the morning chop up. You know, we usually don't do boxing on the morning chop up, but there's a chop up. So I didn't start it off with boxing. I started off with running and, you know, being in shape and walking and all that stuff like that. So we just happened to get to that. My brother might have got a call or something. But answer this for me, y'all. I don't get that. Y'all like that? I'm just asking y'all, do y'all like that? Y'all like going to channels and not hearing the truth, or you're trying to hear the truth, but it's being messed up because the other person feel like because you're not agreeing with them? Do y'all like going to places like that? I'm just asking. Do y'all love going to places like that? Y'all love going to places where people are crashing out? Oh, shit. Y'all like that? Because it seemed to me y'all like that. I don't get that. How can we get these coaches and fighters or anybody else to come up on the show? How? Because there should never be a time where there's a crash out between a content creator or a coach, no matter what's going on.
Yeah.
Yes, we all not going to agree. Fine. But how can we? It's hard enough as content creators. We're looking at a bunch of people who's just here to cause controversy. If we don't care about our guests, we just need views. Well, I'm going to be the first to tell you, even though views are very important, I get to a point, I don't give a shit about it. I do videos sometime and get 30 views. I get 45 views. Sometimes I get 21. Sometimes I get 27. Somebody look at that and go, well, why would I want to come to his show? He ain't getting views like that. It's not about how many views I get. It's about me getting views and who's paying attention. That 27 could be 50 one day. Who knows? It's not about
True,
that.
bro.
It's not about that. Y'all be looking, hey, listen, Crush, they be out here worrying about the wrong shit.
All the time.
I'm not finna be out here where I gotta crash out with a fighter. I gotta crash out with a coach. So eventually, if I'm in this person's city or if they in my city, now we about to crash over what? Boxing? Because we ain't crashing out on no street shit. We ain't from the same hood. We ain't from the same community. So we about to crash over some YouTube shit? Boxing? A sport that don't give a shit about you? If you seen how it's treated, if you see how they have treated their fighters that don't have a dollar today in their pocket, what makes you think they give a fuck about y'all? My problem is, I think a lot of y'all on here in these YouTube streets think you more special than what you are. Y'all got it twisted, and your viewers and your subscribers got you gassed.
Yeah.
Got you gassed. Got you thinking I can say whatever, do whatever, and I'm not worried about it. As long as I keep these views and subscribers, who's messing with me? Y'all got it twisted. Y'all got it twisted, man. You can only hide behind that keyboard for so long. You got to come outside, baby. And it doesn't. And when you come outside, it should never have to be where I gotta watch this dude because he might be in the area. I heard he was here today. I heard he was in Philly today. I heard he in my city. Yeah, all right. Let me catch him. Because we couldn't agree on something, or it was a misunderstanding about something, and instead of us talking about it, we wanted to get street. I don't understand, Crush. And this is the reason why I fall back from a lot of situations. This is why it's a lot of shit I don't participate in.
Can't
Because
blame me, man.
somebody is going to get hurt. I don't know what world a lot of y'all come from. I don't know. Maybe y'all never experienced getting your ass kicked. Maybe y'all ain't never really had no beef in the street, or you never got into a physical altercation. But in the real world, you can only hide behind that keyboard for so long. But for somebody to catch you and put hands, feet, knees, and elbows on you, huh? Over what? Yeah, it might have started with boxing, but it ended with you inviting another man to the Frank stand. Because you know that's your favorite go-to. When you can't win the argument, now you invite a man to the Frank stand. What are we doing? If you're going to talk boxing, go ahead and talk it. But make it make sense. And stop sitting here acting like y'all ready to bust y'all gun over a sport that don't give a fuck about how you think about them. We use the excuse for every little fucking thing to complain about. We look for things. We don't even wait for things to come to us. We look for things. And then we go, Crush, what the fuck has that got to do with the fight, though?
Right.
I'm saying, y'all don't think anything's awkward? Yeah, we think something's awkward. Yo ass. Because what has that got to do with the fight? You dudes are weirdos. And you channels that allow some of this to happen, y'all are weird. It's one thing already for the people in the chat to be weird, but when the host is weird, shit.
Right. Yeah.
It's one thing for the people in the comments to be weird. When the host is weird, you saying all this weird shit, just hoping when I'm done, I got 1 million views for this. I don't understand how some of y'all go to bed comfortable at night. I really don't. I don't know how any of y'all sleep. Well, I sleep fine. I don't know how. I don't know how y'all do it. Because I would toss and turn, knowing that I'm not keeping it real on here. Well, you know, McLean, you got to do something to entertain the people. Do I look like a fucking stripper to you? Entertain the people? I ain't a goddamn stripper. You kidding me? You want some entertainment? Go watch wrestling.
Right.
Yo, Crush, what are we talking about? Entertainment.
Yeah.
You got to keep the people laughing. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna tell you something right now that ain't funny. It ain't a goddamn joke. Some of y'all, I'm telling you right now, you got one more, and the jig is up. Now you want to laugh at something, laugh at that. The jig is gonna be up with some of y'all. Tay, what's up, Queen? And when the jig is up, there's only gonna be the real standing here. Doesn't matter, Crush, anymore if your platform is, it doesn't matter. And that was another thing that was a shot that was taken at when somebody said somebody had a small channel. It doesn't matter if your channel is small or if it's major, if it has 50 subscribers or if it has 150 million subscribers. At the end of the day, Crush, only the real is going to be standing when this is up. Only the real. Because at some point, you don't have to lose a channel. It'll be taken from you. Then the question goes, damn, well, what happened?
Right.
And we all can't sit here and just continue to be careful with what we say, Crush, because certain things need to be said. I mean, I don't think you should be penalized. Now, there's certain things you got to be careful on because they'll get you up out of here. Understand. Got that. But it shouldn't stop Crush the Legend from being who Crush the Legend is. Because once you try to take that out of us, then we're not being us. Because now we have to be somebody else, either for YouTube or for the people who's watching us. And I'm not going to do that. Before I try to be something that YouTube wants me to be, or what the people want me to be, or any other person want me to be, I'm not doing this shit no more. Because it's whack. Y'all are out here crashing out. It's shit crazy to me. I don't get y'all over a sport that don't give a shit about y'all. Now, Crush, do you think I'm wrong for saying that they're giving a damn about a sport that don't care nothing about them? I mean, if I'm wrong, shit. I'm wrong. But it don't make any sense. And I don't get it. You calling each other y'all brothers and sisters, I tell y'all this all the time. Let's handle our relationships like that. Anybody needs my number that I'm cool with, I'll give you my number. Call me when some shit don't smell right. Call me. I guarantee you we can work it out. I guarantee you we can. Because if you didn't violate my wife, my kids, my moms, why is it that we can't work it out? Now, I'm not disrespecting the sport of boxing when I say don't give, but in all reality, it doesn't give a shit about you. I love boxing different from everybody because I'm more focused on the youth. Y'all more focused on a bunch of grown-ass men who don't give a damn about what you think, and they only gonna make the best decision for them and their family. While I'm with these up-and-coming guys, these up-and-coming kids, who are the future, and we're trying to talk to them about not doing what you see your favorite fighter do today. Because we don't need a pattern of fighters continuing to go on the next 5-10 years doing the same shit. Because Turki Ali Sheikh is not going to be around forever. So that's not going to be everybody's go-to. Certain promoters you see now, like maybe De La Hoya, a few one whom you might see him around a couple of more years. I don't know if he's gonna pull a Bob Arum and live to almost be 100, because that's pretty damn impressive. But as the years go on, boxing is going to change, where there's going to be new promotion companies. There's going to be new promoters coming in. There's going to be new fighters coming in. There's going to be new YouTubers coming in. And we just hoping they're not as silly as the ones we see today. Everything is going to change. And this is why I say, Crush, I'm not going to be around 5 years doing this shit. Because it's going to be more and more people want to become YouTubers and not knowing what the hell they're talking about. And here it is, me and you and D3 are going to be like, we've been doing this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, and you arguing with somebody who just walked in yesterday. Yo, fam, I've been watching boxing, and everybody always has the freaking Mike Tyson story. Yeah, I was, man, and who didn't watch him? I watched Floyd Mayweather. I grew up watching Shakur Stevenson. Hey, little man, so what you think we was doing when you was watching them? You was sitting on your mother lap watching Shakur Stevenson. We were grown men already. What do y'all be talking about? See, when you start talking the truth, Crush, they leave. They hate the truth, Crush. They hate it all. Don't leave now. Oh, come on back. Oh God, we're gonna go to our other channel and we're gonna tell them what McClain said. Let's go talk about him on another channel. I don't give a shit. Go talk about me. Y'all ain't gonna say that when you see me. Moist meters. Because that's what y'all are. Ready to crash out, Crush, over a sport that they ain't making no money from.
Facts.
You ain't making $1 from boxing. They got nerve to want to sit and argue about it. Y'all ain't made a damn dollar. Y'all more worried about what a fighter makes than what you should be making in your own household to take care of your family. Well, don't worry about my family. My family's straight. You sure? Because you spend more time on here than you do around them? You kidding me? Making no money from this sport, but always want to sit up and debate something. And y'all not even good at debating. Y'all out here getting y'all asses whipped. Because you don't know what you are talking about. Crush, I don't know what to say about these dudes, man. I don't. This is why in the morning I don't have boxing talks no more. This is why I be having morning chops up to talk about other shit, because you dudes be tripping. Y'all be tripping. All these great fights we got coming up later on this year, and nobody still ain't happy. Still ain't happy. So it doesn't matter what we do, and it doesn't matter what 2026 is going to look like next year, because you are going to go out your way to find everything to complain about. You don't think I want to see good fights in boxing? I want to see a lot of good fights. And there's a lot of great ones that's about to come up before this year ends. Am I expecting anything next year? I can't say. I can voice my opinion on what I would like to see, but because I could voicing your opinion and you demanding something is two different things. I could voice my opinion on wanting to see Virgil Ortiz in Boots next year. I could voice my opinion on probably wanting to see Raymond Ford and Shushu if it's possible. I could voice my opinion on that, but that doesn't mean that's what I'm going to get. I'm just voicing my opinion. If you ask me who it is I want to see. Do you think David Benavidez and Canelo ever? No, get off that. Y'all still on the goddamn Canelo and Benavidez. Get off that. Get off it. This is how I know I don't know shit about boxing, because y'all still wouldn't be asking that question. It's over for that. No, I still want to see it. Well, if you still want to see it, I don't know if David is in the new fight night. If he's in the new fight game, if you want to see Canelo versus Benavidez, see if he's in one of those boxing games and go play it.
Yeah, he an undisputed. He an undisputed Pat.
You want to see
Yeah.
Tank and Shakur? You're not going to get that in real life. Go play it in the game if Shakur's in there and if Tank's in there. Go play it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best thing I can tell y'all. Every fight that y'all want to see that you probably not going to see, go play it in the fucking game. Fuck is wrong with y'all?
They might as well, bruh.
Go play it in the game, dog. What's the matter with y'all? You want to see Carissa and Layla Ali? Go play it in the fucking game if she's in there. I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all. Well, what's wrong with you? Ain't a damn thing wrong with me. I got all my senses. What's wrong with y'all?
Facts.
I got all my senses. Believe me, y'all just mad because I don't stick to the code. I'm supposed to be on code. You're a YouTuber, right? You're supposed to be able to, when we have these conversations, McLean, we got to bring it to the public. I ain't got to do a damn thing. I'm not going to sit up here talking about the auntie versus the niece. The fuck I look like? Not doing that. But if that's what y'all want to do, that's cool. Because one thing about me, Crush, I don't focus on what the rest of these cats focus on, man. I'm just different with it. I run my channel I just run my channel. That's all I do, man. I don't be sitting here looking for no brownie points. I run it how I run it. And that's it. I don't run it no special way. There ain't no special intro on here. You don't hear no music in the back. I can't do certain drawings and make my thumbnail look beautiful like everybody else. I'm really not in that department. I'm just a guy who just loves doing what I do and try to brighten everybody's day better than what it was the day before. That's all I try to do. And I think I do a fine job at that. But we got to start keeping it real out here, man. A lot of you cats ain't what you say you are, bruh. And these boxing topics are only going to continue to get worse. More friendships are going to continue to get tarnished where they really wasn't friendships, because if we can argue over boxing and disrespect each other, then were we ever friends?
Right.
Were you ever my brother? Or did I just call you that because it sound good? This is the shit that we up against. When will it stop? It's never going to stop, because it can only stop when people see that something is wrong with it. But until then, it's not going to stop because nobody sees anything wrong with it. We just talking boxing. So let's keep, in the words of Kenny Porter, let's keep it boxing. And I never understood what Kenny Porter meant until he said that. Because y'all are comfortable with stepping outside of boxing when you're really trying to tell somebody how you feel about them. Because if a disagreement can make me come out of character that fast with you, Crush, then I'm really telling you how I feel about you.
Yeah.
Because you should be able to say, McLean, I strongly disagree with you. Crush, what the fuck you mean? How you disagree with me? You know what, man? You don't know shit. Shut up. Grumpy old man. When you ever been to a boxing gym? Huh? When you ever sparred? And here it is. We done went off the deep end now. Now we go from that to saying, I bet you won't pull up to my city. Well, I bet you won't pull up to mine. Or wait till I see you at this fight. Or if you in Philly, or when I catch you in Philly, or if I catch you in New York, it's on. For what? And all we doing is giving everybody something to talk about. Now they go back. Yo, Crush and Clarence is beefing. What? They beefing? Over what? Oh, because Crush didn't agree with something that Clarence said, and Clarence wigged out on him. Over boxing? Y'all are lost. I'm going to take it back old school. Y'all are lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce.
Y'all are lost in the sauce. Looking for some of y'all is like looking for Where's Waldo, fucking Carmen San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are lost, bruh. But all y'all care about is what's popular. We don't give a shit about what's true. But I tell y'all, whatever's popular is true because it's something that everybody's talking about. What are we doing, Crush? How did we get here? How did we get here?
From a bunch of moist meat ass goddamn boxing fans and fighters, bro. That's how we got here.
I'm trying to
That's
figure this out. 2 years
that's how
ago,
we.
it was crazy on here in these YouTube streets 2 years ago, but it was a little more civilized, just a little.
Yeah.
Today, they are, yo, these dudes, listen, man, God bless y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. God bless y'all. Go ahead, God bless y'all. Just know me, I don't care what you feel about me, what you say about me. He has a little channel. Yeah, I have a very small. I'm proud to have a small channel because I'm just proud to have something called my own. So just because I live in a house that has 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and you have a mansion with 10 bathrooms and freaking 15 bedrooms, that make you better than me? I'm
Nope.
proud to have something to call my own. I'm proud to have my small channel. I tell you what I ain't doing. You ain't gonna catch me on my knees prostituting for no views. Shucking and jiving. Creating all kind of news that's false. So now people go, where the hell did you hear that from, McLean? When y'all go to my Instagram, everything I've ever posted that you see is all facts. You think I got time to be sitting up here saying I need to make up some shit that's gonna cause some controversy or I gotta get my views up. How can I get my views up? I gotta think of something.
Some
Damn,
nut ass clickbait shit.
I gotta think of something. Damn, come on, McLean. You gotta think of something that you can make up that'll get the people going. Oh, I know what it is. Um, Bud Crawford says he might be interested in coming back to 54 and giving Spencer a rematch. What? Well, even if that was true, I didn't hear him say no shit like that. Yeah, well, he did say it. Where? He said it in an interview. I got to go back and look at it. No, here we go. Now we know you capping. Here we go. Here we go. Even if it is true, what interview did he say that in? Well, Mike Carpenter, I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about Mike Carpenter. I don't want to hear nothing about it, player. We talking about where did you hear it from? And this is the type of nonsense that we deal with, and nobody sees nothing wrong with what they're doing. Well, McLean, we are creating content. No, you not. You are constant creators. You're out here constantly fucking telling lies. That's what you're doing. You're not content creator. You're constant creators. What Crush the Legend does is content. What D3 does is content. You see my brother Drew Titan and everybody out there that's doing what they supposed to do. What you see us do is content. You might not like the way we do it, but it's content. Just because we ain't out here telling lies, so it's not content? Why? Because you're not interested in what we're saying? Why? Because we don't have a lot of subscribers and there's not a lot of viewers coming in? So it's not real content? Man, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
I can't wait till it snows so y'all can have something to do. Go shovel some shit. I can't wait till it snow. I can't wait till it snow. I hope y'all go find some shit to do. I can't wait to it. When it rains, don't even go outside with an umbrella because y'all should be used to getting wet. You moist meat ass.
They
Don't even
already
go outside
wet.
with an umbrella when it rains. Just walk straight out there.
Yeah.
Gotta be kidding me. Like, what do we, and you know me, I'm not a shit starter, but I try to make it make sense. And I go, I can't beef with you, Crush, about anything. I don't care what it is we talk about. UD free, anything. When it, especially in, we can talk about movies, rap, whatever we want to talk about. If me and you had a debate right now about who had the best rappers, Philly or New York, and we supposed to say certain things because of the cities we come from. But
Exactly.
I can sit here and tell you like, shit, Crush, I ain't gonna hold you. I love State Property. They
Right.
my
Yeah.
favorite.
Just like the Lox is my favorite. You see what I'm
They my
saying?
favorite. I love me some Jill Scott. That
Yeah.
is an amazing woman and beautiful. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Oh well, yeah, well, all I love is New York artists. I don't know about the Philly people. You know how many you crazy? Everybody may not be crazy about Will Smith, and I didn't like his rap career, but far as an actor, love him.
Right. Yeah. Speaking of Will, far as his music, me, because I seen it and I was around it. His first two albums, respectfully hip hop. It's
Oh
hip
yeah,
hop.
yeah,
His
yeah,
first
yeah,
two
yeah,
albums.
yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
House Party and all that shit. He's the DJ, I'm the rapper. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Union
yeah,
Square. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? He had a
yeah.
couple fucking hits.
I
After that,
think,
nah, I don't fuck with him
I
after that.
think, I think once people saw that he can get a TV show,
Yeah.
um, it was off to the races. Um, because rappers were still trying to prove themselves at that time,
Yep. Because it was still
and
about the DJ.
it was a lot of shit that they wasn't trying to let rappers do. So to see Will on TV and you go, holy shit, he got a TV show. After
Yep.
that, it made it possible for a lot of rappers to get TV shows or to appear on the TV show. Thomas, what's up, my brother? You know what I
But here's
mean?
the crazy part, see, man. Here's the crazy part about that. That show wasn't even originally for him. That show was originally for MC Shan, who turned it down when
Yeah,
Benny Medina went to him. That show, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, was originally for MC Shan. Don't get it fucked up, people. So
yeah,
Will was blessed. He was blessed, and he was going to use rap to get into the movie industry. We knew this
yeah,
shit here. We already knew this shit. But
yeah. He fit it. He did it. You know what? It fit perfect for Will. He was the perfect fit for it. Um, and he made the show iconic, and it's still to this day. There's nobody that's not sitting home watching Fresh Prince. When that shit come on, I check it all the time because it brings a lot of memories back. I remember what I was doing, and Fresh Prince was one of them shows that you had to watch before you went to bed. I had to watch it. It was a must.
it was amazing, man, because if we didn't like him, if everybody didn't agree with him here on his music, and it was always like that, even when his first
Yeah,
two albums. But when it came to that show and his acting career, everybody fucks with this man.
but check
So,
it out. I learned something too, Crush. Not to cut you off. I didn't know that "Summertime" was originally supposed to be for Rakim.
right,
When I heard that
yeah,
shit, and then when I listened to the way Will rapped on it, I was like, yeah, this could have been some Rakim shit. Cause Rakim had that, he just had a different style from everybody. So when I listened to it, I was like, I can't hear Rakim's voice on this. But hey, Will got that, and it's one of the best summertime songs ever. And there's a lot of songs you could play for the summer that prepares you for it. But there ain't nothing like that summertime. Because right now, you can go to a block party and a cookout. Because I know in New York, we play that shit all the time. That's the number one song that gets played for the summer in New York City, "Summertime." We
it's
love
like
it.
one of the one of the best anthems ever
It's one of the
made, no
best
matter.
anthems. People can't wait till it gets hot so they can go to the park and barbecue or a block party just so they can play that shit. At baby showers, they done play that shit. In community centers. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's one of the best songs that's out, but you know, we could agree to disagree on stuff and keep it respectful. And some of y'all
Yep.
better start learning and understanding that. Because a lot of y'all are going to put yourselves in situations where you're going to ask yourself, was it really worth me going through all this? Was it really worth me ending my friendship over something that really wasn't that serious that we could have talked about? Y'all don't understand that. It's not worth it, man. But if you think it's worth it, then continue on with that behavior. I'm telling you, it's scary out here, Crush, because I got to watch a lot of people. What I saw yesterday it was an eye-opener.
That was crazy.
I was sitting there
That was
like,
crazy.
wait a minute, hold on, whoa. In my mind, right, as this is going on, I'm over there looking for a white towel to throw, and they go, whoa, hold on. I got like Samuel Jackson in Do the Right Thing. Hold on, cool out, time out. Y'all need to cool that shit out.
Yeah, goddamn right.
I said, wait a minute, whoa. You know how some shit just take a turn for the worse, and you like, wait a minute, what happened? Then you start reading comments, and I'm like, wait a minute, come on, y'all. I understand we all have our favorites on here, and we feel like we have to be loyal to certain people because we might not have the relationships with that other person like that, or we just happen to like this person better. But if there's ever a situation with me and Crush, don't y'all come over here picking sides, because I'll block your ass. Not because you're siding with Crush, it's because me and him got to figure it out.
Yep.
But if I see you doing that favoritism shit, you out of here. What's going on, Seafood? If I catch you doing that favoritism shit, not just with me, not just with Crush, but with D Free or any of my brothers and sisters, we don't do that because at the end of the day, we're gonna figure it out. If there's ever a misunderstanding with me and Seafood, we got each other's numbers. We're going to call each other and speak like men and figure it out. We're going to figure it out because that's the only way. Because once it goes past you not trying to figure it out, now it's going to go to a whole level that you're not prepared for.
Right.
This is where you're going to make somebody either go back or turn into the person that they don't want to be. Because instead of you just having a rational conversation with them, you decided to get street. I've never been a street dude. I've always been a dude who just hung out in the streets. I was never a street dude because there's a difference, Crush, and I don't think a lot of people understand that.
Yeah.
I was never a street dude. I was just a dude who hung out in the streets. I hung around street dudes. There might have been times I tried to participate in street shit, but I was never a street dude. I was never no sucker, but I was never no street dude. And some of y'all got to realize it. You're not a YouTuber. Huh?
Real quick, I'm glad that you said that, bro.
Yeah.
You know, most guys that wind up being street dudes, most of them dudes are suckers.
Oh yeah.
Most of them are suckers. It's not even even about their manhood. Don't let that go over your head. It's not about their manhood. Let that sink in. Because the most sterling guys and guys, you know, down to earth and stand-up guys was guys like Clarence, myself. I know them streets. I was in those streets, but I'm not a street dude.
Yeah.
I know I appear to come off as one, but I was in those streets, but I was not a street dude. I did some street activities, but I was not a street dude. You come to my city, they're gonna tell you he don't bother nobody.
Yeah.
But he ain't no pussy.
Yeah. That's what I think they get. I think that's what they get twisted. I think if you never participated in no gangsters, if you never participated in no gangster shit in your life, then you're just nobody. You don't have a resume that people are around talking about, and you ain't bust your guns, you ain't stabbed 10 people, you ain't been to prison 5 times, so you're a nobody. But I'm gonna tell you, like I told the dude in my store today, when I was walking with my wife, we stopped in there to get us something to eat, and we happened to just be talking about the area. And I told him, I said, let me tell you something. I said, you know what all the gangsters is doing right now? They taking care of their communities. They taking care of their households. They out here putting these kids in check when they see them doing wrong. They not out here punching women in the face. They ain't out here robbing people, and they ain't out here busting their guns and just doing a whole bunch of shit that ain't got nothing to do with trying to help the community. A lot of these dudes you see out here are suckers. Yo, I'm a street dude. Yeah, all right. Well, how long you think that's gonna last? Let me ask y'all something. I ain't even talking to the boxing community. I'm talking to all y'all that know somebody or you think you a street dude. Let me ask you something. Is that shit put any food on your table? Is it keeping the lights on in your house? Is it putting your kids in the best schools? Absolutely
Like
not.
That part right there, see, man, what you just said, bro.
The gangsters is taking care of their household. And I don't even like to call them gangsters, but if you want to use that word, fine. They taking care of the community.
Yeah.
They taking care of their household. That's what they doing. They ain't out here running the streets committing crimes. Them days is over. Ask how many dudes is alive from the 80s and 90s and 70s that was out there doing that shit. If they still alive, they either ain't got shit or they somewhere living in a place you ain't never heard of. Change their life, living like a regular civilian. Or sometimes you walk past them every day and they ain't them people they used to be 40 years ago. So don't try to convince me that there's gangsters out here. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
Right.
It's not. Unless you're taking care of your community, it's not. We had Mano.
Say that again.
We had Mano. Just had Mano Day. A whole block party. That's gangster. Giving back to the community. A man who's been to prison. I think 8-9 years he did in prison. Came home. Well, while he was in prison, I guess he started rapping, came home, got his shit together, changed, got married, and then just had a block party for the community. Giving back, not just about the adult, but giving back to the kids. He got all types of stuff he was doing out there. That's giving back. Queens Flip, who has who's giving away free jerk chicken this Wednesday in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Who's giving away free jerk chicken and doing stuff for the community. That's gangster. He's not even from Brooklyn, but it don't matter where you're from. He's giving back to the community. If I was to come to Philly right now and I'm talking to the mayor of the city and the governor or whoever, and I say, listen, this is what I'm doing. Some of the people in the city might be familiar with me if they involved in boxing. This is what I want to come and do and show some love to the city of Philly. That's gangster.
Yep. That's gangster.
Why should I go to Philly? Why should I go to Philly? They're in my city. I don't live there. I don't give a shit about what they got going on.
Right.
That's gangster. Yo, Crush, hit you up. Greg Hackett, YSM, Ivan. Look, y'all. I'm calling all my Philly brothers to let y'all know in a month or two, this is what I got going up. Respectfully, I know y'all busy men. I can't ask y'all to stop doing anything. But yo, if y'all can, I'm going to try to do it on a Saturday or Sunday. I need my Philly brothers to pull up.
Yep.
This is what that's gangster.
Yep, that's gangster.
Like people don't know the definition of shit, man. They really don't. They don't know the definition of stuff. And people just be out here running their fucking mouths. And some of y'all irritate me where I just be want to give you your moist meat and send you home. Because you irritate me. Y'all irritate the hell out of me. And I refuse to be ran off of YouTube. And I refuse to stop liking the sport of boxing because of y'all. Because a lot of people don't want to come back to YouTube because of y'all.
Yep.
I'm not going to be ran off because I don't have to conversate with y'all. I don't have to talk to y'all and I don't have to acknowledge y'all. I don't have to. Why I ain't never come to why I ain't never been in your channel? Think about it. Why you ain't? This is the only
Right.
channel I
Yeah.
ain't never came to cause controversy. Well, you ain't coming here to cause no controversy because over here we don't time people out. We block them.
Yeah.
That's what separates my channel from everybody. We ain't timing you out. We gonna get you out of here because you don't serve a purpose.
Word.
We're not going nowhere, man. We're going to be here. And the day that we walk away from here, we're going to walk away satisfied. But until then, we got work to do. We are not going anywhere. And the sooner y'all understand that, it'll be better for you. Yeah, run your channel how you want to run it. Fine, go ahead. Go ahead. Do what you want to do. But all I'm asking of y'all is stop letting this boxing get the best of you. And if somebody that you call your brother or your sister cannot have a one-on-one conversation with you without it being public, and it has to spill out for the world to see, rather if it's in the comments or not, that is a problem.
Yep.
And I'm not going to be a part of it. I promise to God, y'all got my number. If you ain't got my number, people can hit me. I'm on this social media shit every day. What's the excuse for not having my number? I'm on here every day. Instagram, Facebook, wherever. I'm not hard to find. I don't have private pages. My pages are public for a reason. I'm like Jadakiss. When you said at the Lock Battle, come and see me. YouTube, y'all know where I be at. Y'all know where I be at. I'm outside. I'm literally, No Duck Zone is literally outside.
Yep.
I ain't on no green screen. I'm outside. And outside doesn't mean, or if you want the smoke, come get it. No, but I'm literally outside. While the rest of y'all hide behind a keyboard. Man, Crush, they never gonna understand, man. I'll be back today to talk about Virgil Ortiz versus Erickson Lubin. We're going to get into that. I know other people done probably touched on it. I never got to touch on it, and I want my other brothers to tune in. That'll probably be about 5 p.m. 5 p.m.
Okay, cool.
Because I know my other brothers, D3 and BBO. I don't be want to cut into nobody's time. I try to respect people's time if I can. So about 5 p.m. we're gonna come back and do that. Crush, I'll send you the link. Let's come back and do that. We're gonna show y'all, for the ones that's not familiar with what a real boxing conversation looks like, or what agree to or disagree looks like without stepping outside of boxing. We're going to show you what it looks like in case y'all are not familiar with it. Crush, I appreciate you. Let me get out of here because I got some things I need to get to. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate everybody that's coming up here and who's been coming up here. I love every single last one of y'all. Crush, I'm going to holler at you later.
Salute to the mighty chat. We out.
Yes, sir. No Duck Zone Podcast. Let's go.